Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force, and today we'll be taking a look at a few games with a new Naxxramas infused Hunter deck that you've no doubt seen running around the ladder. I don't know that we actually want to keep the freezing trap here, just because early on he's likely to have small minions that I don't necessarily want a freezing. I typically want that a little bit later in the mirror. And I also tend to try to play this match a little bit aggressively, so what we ended up getting here is a bit disappointing. I'd hope for a Web Spinner or a Mad Scientist, something to get some early pressure on the board, an Animal Companion, any of those I would actually be much happier with. So this hand's a little bit of a disappointing start, but let's see if we can salvage it, shall we? Alright, so does he have an early play here? He is just going to steady shot us in the face, that is fine. Coming up, we might just steady shot him. Oh, there's the Haunted Creeper, so why don't we actually go ahead and play that instead. This just gives us a board presence. It gives us a better likelihood of being able to respond to anything that he might play. And he's got an Animal Companion. What does he get? Gets the 2/4. I might just Hunter's Mark that. Yeah, let's go ahead and we just drew an Animal Companion, so let's play that. We get the 4/2. Let's Hunter Mark this. Yeah. Because the thing is, the only thing that I really want to Hunter Mark in this matchup is Savannah or Misha. And that 2/4 body would cause quite a problem for the board that we have here, especially with our 4/2. I'd rather get rid of him with my 1/2 than have him walk into my 4/2. Now the dangerous thing, of course, is that if he plays Explosive Trap right now, that's going to throw us off our game. But if he doesn't, then we've got a very strong board in play. So I guess it's sort of taking a calculated risk, and you know, it's this matchup in particular, Hunter versus Hunter, that I am trying to. I feel like it's a bit more of a race, so I'm trying to be a bit aggressive. I'm taking, I don't know, more chances than I would a lot of times. Just for this particular matchup. And we might just actually throw down Houndmaster. Now he can't pump up the spiders because they aren't beast, but this is just a body in play. This goes back to what I was just saying about trying to play this a little more aggressively. Even if he explosive traps right now, this thing will live through it unless he explosive traps and then finds one more damage or puts a Hunter's Mark on it. We've got the flare. We drew into the flare, which is amazing in the mirror. Part of the reason I'm running 2 flares is for the mirror matchup. All right, so he's gonna Eagle Horn Bow and walk into the 4/3. I mean, the creature's off the board, but the damage is the damage. And right now, we've got 2 Savannahs, so we could coin Savannah. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna coin Savannah, we're gonna hit him for 2. So this puts an incredible pressure on him right now. I mean, look at this, he's at 18, we're at 28. We've got a potential to play that second Savannah next turn. If he plays a freezing trap, we'll walk our 1/1 into it. Unless he plays freezing and explosive, and then kills the 1/1s, and then freezing backs the high main, this is pretty good. Obviously, again, he could also kill it with a Hunter's Mark combo, but then that puts the 2/2s in play. You know, there's all sorts of different potential lines. I'm just playing it a little more risky, because that's what I want to do. There's not much else to say about that. So let's see if he's got any sort of response this turn for what we have. He's gonna play an Undertaker. I've seen this variant a few times because there's a lot of Death Rattle minions in this lineup, especially with the Web Spinner, the Mad Scientist, and the Haunted Creeper. That can be pretty good, but right now, I mean, he's at 18. If we go to the face with everything here and play a second high main, we are set up for lethal next turn. And we're at 26, so I'm not worried about him killing us next turn. So why don't we do this? All right, we're gonna hit him for everything. I could Hunter's Mark and kill one of his creatures, but this puts him at 10. And puts us in a really good spot to potentially kill him next turn. Now, even if he plays a trap, we've got the flare. So I think we pretty much win no matter what. Even if he killed both high mains here, which he's obviously not doing, we've got the flare to prevent his trap from saving him. And he plays Lotheb, but we can still flare, luckily enough for us. And that's all we need to do. So let's go ahead and flare for 6. And then attack him with both high mains. And then call in for the GG. There's the freezing trap, so that would have saved him for a turn. But alas, the flare reigns victorious. GG. And our next matchup will be against a priest. We've got the Timberwolf. This is actually a recent addition since the deck Spotlight, but I don't want that in my opening hand. I will hold on to the Unleash the Hounds, though, solely to have one piece of my card draw combo. When I've been playing against Priest, I've really felt that I start to run out of steam come mid to late game, just because I'm usually emptying my hand. So this is a matchup, sort of contrary to the last matchup, I tend to try to play this a little bit more, I don't know, not more defensively, but I'm digging for card draw a lot more, so that's why I decided to keep Unleash the Hounds. I know I'm not going to likely use it anytime soon, but this gives me a better chance of drawing into my combo. All right, so the first few turns, you can see we've got the Web Spinner, we've got the Haunted Creeper in play. He's going to Thought Steal us, so very little activity from him early on. And this is something I'm quite happy about. Now for this turn, Mad Scientists we're going to play because we're still a few turns away from him potentially clearing the board, so this gives us this extra turn of damage. And what I'm talking about is the potential for Holy Nova. There's a Shadow Madness, that really puts a kink in our plans. He's gonna kill our Web Spinner here. Oh, there's 1 damage. Oh, okay, he's setting up for it. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, I could card draw now. We'd get 2 cards. Let's see what we draw here for a beast. All right, yeah, why don't we just play this and then swing into his 2-1. Yeah, let's swing into his 2-1, because we do want to keep his board clear. Let's see what we get. We get the Snake Trap. That is absolutely perfect. Now what we want is for him to have creatures on play so that we can play the Buzzard next turn and potentially trigger the Buzzard Snake Trap combo. Because if he's got enough creatures to clear a board with his creatures and not with a Holy Nova, he might very well do that. Oh, okay, he Thought Stole a Buzzard. So that's just a creature for him to have. I don't know, there's a decent chance he'll attack our Buzzard with our Buzzard. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna get some big value here. So we're gonna get 2 card draws off of this. And then we can, actually we can clear his board right now. Yeah, I think this is fine. We're gonna do this instead. We're gonna clear his board, we kill his thing first, and then we're gonna hit him for 2. Because just in case he does just Holy Nova, at least we got some card draw off of it. But this way his creatures are dead, you know, now he doesn't have a board. And if this, I don't know, we'll see. This could end up backfiring, but like I said at the start, I feel like I really need to draw cards in this matchup. All right, so there is, oh wow, he Power Word shields it instead of, okay, there it is, Circle of Healing. All right, so he kills those. His guy's at 3 health right now. So let me think here. I mean, we've got like Leroy coin. No, that's stupid. That'd be 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. That's not worth it. I mean, we could just hero power. There's not much of a reason to hold on to tracking in this matchup, because we're not seeing stealth minions a lot, and he obviously has no secrets. So why don't, I mean flare, excuse me. So why don't we flare? Ooh. All right, so we don't have much of a play this turn, but in upcoming turns, we're just gonna hero power and pass. We've got Timberwolf, Leroy, and Unleash the Hounds. That's a lot of potential burst damage depending on how many creatures he gets in play. Now remember, if we Leroy and then Unleash the Hounds, we get 2 extra minions guaranteed. So what's that gonna be? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 mana. That's an 8 mana play, which we could do next turn with a coin. But I don't know right now. I mean, he's at 23 and he can't heal. He cannot heal while his priest is in play. What an explosive trap. That's not going to kill anything. Unless we... This gives damage to... That gives damage to him, though. I know that's not going to kill anything, but it puts pressure on him, and again, he cannot heal with his priest in play. I think that does more good for us than it does him at this point. So here's the explosive. It's 2 damage to his creatures. And then we can clear them with our Unleash the Hounds, but that won't be the Timberwolf in the combo as well. Though again, we still don't know. He might play something here that is gonna sort of put a kink in our thought. Okay. All right, so we absolutely need to Unleash here. And we'll be doing that. We've got the Hunter's Mark, which will be how we kill Rag. And I think that's fine. But that also means we don't need to use Timberwolf, because we'll have 1 damage to everything, you know what I mean? We won't need to do multiple damage. Alright, so he hits us in the face, brings us to 11. Actually, how much damage are we gonna have here? Alright, so Leroy is 6. And then we're gonna get 5 hounds. That's 10. 6. 10. That's not fatal, so let's just clear his board. Although... yeah. No, I might leave his... no, let's kill that. And then we'll hit him for 6. And play the wolf and hit him with the last 2, bringing him down to 9. So what this does is this sets us up for an upcoming potential lethal. If he attacks Leroy, as long as he doesn't Holy Nova, obviously. But if he attacks Leroy, we get the snakes in play. And the snakes count as beasts. Although he... oh, we'll see. This does set us up for a potential lethal, though. Alright, so here's a Faceless Manipulator. He's gonna attack that, so here come the beasts. We're gonna get 3 snakes in play. And he's obviously gonna kill our 1/1 there. Now the question is, does he kill Leroy? We got super lucky, by the way, that he doesn't have Holy Nova. Alright, shoot, so now he's up to 12. So he has to kill Leroy, but then we've got 5, 6, 7, plus 5, plus the hero power. Okay, that's the game. So we can Houndmaster to add 2 more damage. So this is 7 damage in play. Hero power is 8, 9, plus, there you go, kill command. GG, whew! Little nerve-wracking there for a minute, but we have the game. And for match number 3, hilariously enough, we are playing against another Hunter. We're gonna keep that Haunted Creeper. Drawn to Flare and Unleash the Hounds. Those are 2 cards that I can be happy with in this matchup. Flare in particular, you know, this deck is running 2 Flares because of the Hunter heavy metagame. I've also seen a fair amount of mages too, and we're seeing a lot of secrets from them, so the double Flare I think is well worthwhile. Let's go ahead and throw down one of our Haunted Creepers. We've got a second Haunted Creeper. And we drew into the Freezing Trap, which isn't really what I necessarily want super early, but you know, it can have its uses. So remember, as we talked about in the first Hunter versus Hunter matchup, I play this as a race, typically. And I tend to take I tend to be a little bit risky and take some chances for that reason. But more times than not, it has ended up paying off, so. And the high main is definitely something I'm very happy to see in this matchup, because even if he kills it, we still get those 2/2/2s, and if he explosives, then we have the Flare to break it. So we get some value either way. He chooses to play the weapon and not attack us, that's interesting. We're gonna play the Web Spinner, Hero Power, and then hit him for 2 more. Bringing him down to now 15. Trying to think about my upcoming lines of play. If he plays a somewhat opposing creature, we will probably Freezing Trap. That's not it. Ooh. Huh. Well, alright, let's see what we get here. My Exna, not amazing. Could go with card draw. Right now. So let's go ahead and Buzzard Unleash. See what we draw into. So Leroy is an Animal Companion, alright. So we need a clear, shoot. That was not much value. It's the biggest bummer is that these Spectral Spiders aren't beasts. That's the real kick in the teeth. That's the real kick in the teeth. Right, he's gonna Web Spinner. And does he have a leash of his own that he wants to throw down yet? Nope. Stone Tusk Boar. This is in the face, so he's gonna bore the 2/1. Maybe attack the oh no, he's gonna hit us in the face with that. All right. Well, this is actually pretty interesting. Why don't we actually Animal Companion now? And let's see what we get. Okay, that's good. How about Web Spinner? Freezing Trap? Let me think here. Web Spinner, Freezing Trap. And then we'll kill that and hit him in the face. So now when he attacks us with his Houndmaster, that goes back to his hand. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage in play. If he traps, we flare. High main. Nice. Okay, so he's gonna attack, and that is going to throw it back into his hand. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, plus 6, 7, 8. We're 1 damage off lethal. Oh no, actually the Leroy is 7 attack. Oh, so we win. Leroy 7, 17, 18, 19 with hero power. Wow. All right. So, Leroy Jenkins for 7. Attack him with everything else. Hero power for the victory. And that, my friends, is GG. Thanks guys so much for watching this gameplay video with the Hunter climbing the ladder a bit. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay tuned, we've got more Hearthstone coming up. Gonna take a look at a Paladin deck next. It's doing pretty well. I'll see you guys later. Keep watching and keep owning.